Hello, beauties, and welcome to today's episode of The Buzz Live. I have a guest with me, TV1 host for their new dating show, Game of Dating, Tony Rock. Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you? Thanks for
Feeling
having me.
good?
Yes, feeling great.
Feeling this NYC weather?
I'm from here. This is nothing new. I'm from Brooklyn, man.
Oh, you're from Brooklyn? You got your Timbs on?
This is what I do. This is what I do.
He got his
I had Timbs on all week.
Okay.
I have one sneaker.
You had the New York starter pack,
Yeah,
the Timbs,
yeah.
the fresh cut, and the bomber
I had
right
Yankee
here.
fitted. My barber's still at the hotel waiting for me to come back. Yeah.
That is so New York to have a barber waiting at your hotel. Is that one of the dating tips that we learn on this season of Game of Dating?
Oh, keep a fresh haircut is a must.
That is,
must, yes.
I mean, for women, we love to see dudes with that fresh
Yeah,
line up.
yes.
One of the great things. So, like I was saying earlier, you are the host of the new TV1 show, Game of Dating.
I am.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because we have game and then we have dating. So those are two things to put together.
Well, that's what dating is. Dating is a game of chess. It's
Okay.
It's not like a lowbrow game. It's a highbrow game.
Okay, it's not checkers.
No, it's not checkers. It's chess.
Spades.
It's tactical moves made to gain not an advantage over the person, but to gain footing in a relationship to see if you're going to be the leader or the follower or the alpha male or the alpha female.
Because we all know in chess it's all about the queen.
There you go. You got to protect your queen, right?
Adjust my crown.
You got to protect your queen.
Right there. So what has been some of the funny things you've been seeing going on? Because it's a game component to it, though. So there are people who are actually watching the date go on and putting their input into it.
It's three components that keep it funny. It's the watchers watching the dates. Okay. Their reactions to what they're watching is always funny.
Yes.
The actual dates, the daters making mistakes or thinking they're cooler than they are, or the girl thinking the relationship is in a different place than it really is. That's funny.
What you trying to say?
It's just weird that people are dating and don't know where they are in a relationship.
Well,
so I've seen a few dates where the guy was like, "This is my boo," and the girl's like, "No, we just kicking it." It's like, how did you not know that?
That's different nowadays. Because back in the day, it kind of seemed like the women used to be like, that's my man.
Right.
And he would be like, I don't.
Yeah.
We not going steady like that. So are you seeing the changes and all of the different dynamics with the sexes now being like watching this firsthand?
Yeah, there's a lot of differences in dating now. Social media has changed dating a lot. We came a long way from "Will you go with me?" Check yes or no. We're a long way from that. That was clear cut though. At least you knew where you stood. No, okay, no, I'm out. Go to the next.
Did you ever send one of those funny notes? Like, what is your best pickup line?
My best pickup line is "Hello, my name is Tony."
Oh, why? Because we're supposed to know it's Tony, and we're supposed to just be like, "Hey, Tony."
Do you want my arm to fall off? I get real Billy D with it.
Well, you're a comedian, so I feel like these things come natural to you. So it's sense of humor is always a turn on.
Comedy's a great icebreaker.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So your lines, you go straight forward. You don't go with the funny like.
No, I try to be a little funny. I don't perform. But I'm funny. I think I'm just funny in normal conversation.
You're pretty funny. You have a funny family. Your brother is Chris Rock.
My brother is Jordan Rock, also a TV show on Netflix.
Ooh,
check it out.
Catch that right there. I want to get into a little clip of the show, or we're gonna just show some images from there because. Apparently, if you watch and win, you could win something along with it.
Yeah, you can play along at home. Go to TV1.tv, play along at home, and you can win some prizes for your knowledge of what's going on the dates and what's going to happen next.
So, watching the show, what has your greatest advice been to giving, like, people on the show going on these dates?
Just be yourself. Be genuine. Like, a lot of people make the mistake of being someone they're really not when you first start out.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing you could do because you're going to have to reveal your true self later on anyway. So be genuine, be who you are up front.
Yes.
And if the person likes you, they like you for the true you.
But you do have to kind of put it on a little bit because if you're too you...
Put it on like what?
Like, okay, so if you're too you, people might be like, oh my God, like you got to give people the time to get to know you.
But what if you're true you and they really, really like you?
Yeah, but
then you won.
Yeah, okay. So I mean like go like no makeup or full face
No,
makeup?
I don't mean not like tone it down. I mean personality wise. Don't be, if you're a guy, don't be a baller if you're not a baller. Because then you got to maintain that.
This is true.
You know what I mean? So now she's thinking, oh, this is the norm for him. So this is what I'm signing up for.
Yes.
And then weeks later, you're like, hey, you remember when we used to...
That was actually a Groupon date.
Yeah, see?
So speaking of those things, are you against a Groupon date? Can you use a Groupon on...
It's like, listen, the beautiful thing is that you just spending time with the person. I'd go on a Groupon date. I'd go on a group date. It don't matter.
Not a group date.
It's the connection with the person is all that matters.
Yes, we did an interview with you, one of our writers, where you talked about dating is about the spontaneity, it's about mystery.
Absolutely.
You can have a great first date at McDonald's.
You could. The date is all about the connection with the other person. It doesn't matter. People think that it has to be a certain place and you have to do certain things. If you connected with that other person, it don't matter where you at.
Okay.
A good date could be in the back of a taxi if you with the right person.
That is probably not the best place to take anyone on a first date. I'm looking at some of these comments over here. Sissy Bullock says, Tony, you are older than your brother Chris Rock. Well,
am I? You got to put a question mark. That's grammatically incorrect.
Ooh,
and you spelled rock incorrectly. But I will help you out and tell you that I am the younger brother.
Lowercase, and it should be uppercase.
I have 7 brothers and 2 sisters. I am the younger brother of Charles, Chris, and Andre.
Okay, and Cleo Denise Shelton says,
hey,
Helly, Mr. Sexy. Listen, from Delaware. Hey, from Delaware. Jonna Wilson, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, said, hey now. And Valencia, who is a loyal watcher, we love you over there. Hey, TR, baby. So you get a lot of love from the ladies. We see that you get...
I get love from the ladies, man.
Yes, and you are such a connoisseur on this because we're watching you on a dating show. That's every Tuesday
Jana Wilson,
on
hey now.
TV.
What's up, Jana Wilson?
He's loving
now I'm reading it. Y'all should have told me he's love you.
Y'all done started him now, but I just wanted to go back to some of these first date tips. Look at him. He's all
Tony needs to do another what? Tony needs to do another what? Hello from Baltimore. Tony needs to do another roast me.
Okay, well, did we roast
Hi,
you?
Tony.
Tony,
hey.
He's going to keep going into those comments, but I do want to get
Baltimore,
back to
what up?
Listen, look at this. I do want to get back to the show a little bit. What are your top 3 tips for dating?
Top 3. Number 1, be yourself. Number 2, be spontaneous. Be open for anything, open-minded, spontaneous. Number 3, don't be corny.
Well, corniness
don't be corny.
Don't get.
Girls don't like corny guys. Don't do something corny.
Well, no. I mean, sometimes we like the little bit of corniness because that can be, misconstrued for romance or sweetness.
Like what? Like what? Give me an example.
Rose petals. We walk into the room. That's a
that's
little
not corny.
corny.
That's not corny.
That's not corny?
That's not corny. No.
Okay. We love that. Okay, so I do want to get into a little bit. You recently went viral for a little bit of a controversial statement that you made.
Controversial according to TV1, but I'm a comedian, but let's go. Let's get into it.
Well, listen, I hear that there is kind of an unwritten rule about comedians that you do not attack other comedians.
That is not an unwritten rule. The unwritten rule was Luther Vandross was gay, but nobody talked about it. That was the unwritten rule. The unwritten rule in stand-up comedy is that if there's some meat on the bone, get all the meat off the bone.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that. But also just to bring it up, it was a controversial video because you were talking about a fellow comedian, Steve Harvey, and you mentioned his wife and some exes in there. It was a thing. What do you have to say about that? Do you want to clarify anything?
On behalf of TV1, I would like to say that I was talking about very many things in that interview. That interview was 30 minutes long. And after a while, you just start talking. Now it's like not even an interview. I'm just talking to my homie. So she threw something out about the dating show. So she said, Steve Harvey wrote a dating book. Maybe I'll write a dating book one day. That's how it came about. That's how we got from my dating show to Steve Harvey's book, to Steve Harvey, period. I was not coerced into talking about him. She said, you're hosting a dating show. Maybe one day you write a dating book. And that's how the two came together. Okay? So it was not a attempt to go at Steve Harvey or anything like that. I wasn't even talking about him. She brought it up. But I said, I don't see how... This is what let me just get to the bottom line.
Okay.
If Donald Trump wanted to meet with somebody in the black community to show black people that he was endearing himself to us or ingratiating himself to us, why don't you meet with the people of Flint, Michigan, because the water's still not clean? Why don't you meet with the people that started the Black Lives Matter movement, because black people are still dying at an alarming rate? Why don't you meet with the people of Chicago who are living in a war zone to ingratiate yourself to black people? I didn't see where meeting with Steve Harvey was going to make us go, bet, we in there now. Now we got one. I didn't see where that was beneficial to us as a people.
Yes.
So I spoke on that. As far as the dating aspect of it, you should never talk about a man and his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. However they came together, that's sacred. But I'm a comic and I speak with no filter. And I will continue to speak with no filter because I'm a comic. On behalf of TV1, they want to issue an apology. I don't apologize for anything I say. I say it, it's done. I try to let it go. I have not spoken on it since. But they want me to keep talking about it, so I'll keep talking about it. It's done as far as I'm concerned. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Steve Harvey, for everything he did as far as a black man, and everything he's done as a stand-up comic. Kings of Comedy, one of my favorite comedy specials of all time. When he did the joke about old school versus the new school and rappers today have 10 dudes on stage with a mic. Hilarious.
And still true.
Hilarious. But you want an apology, and that's as close as it's going to get to one.
Well, I think we'll just have to be okay with that. You did say
Are
that.
you okay with that?
I mean, yes. I mean, as a man, you clarified and you spoke.
You shouldn't
to,
speak
you
yet.
shouldn't have.
And
done
I have
that,
listen.
so.
I have dated several women that I should not have
No
dated.
way.
That I should not have dated.
A
and people have
bachelor.
come to me and said things, and they're like, "Hey, man, my brothers have come to me. Like, what are you doing?" But when you in it, and just it is what it is. But you shouldn't speak on Am I single? No, Shamika, my girlfriend's sitting right there.
Shamika wrote that, and she is sitting over there.
She's sitting right there.
Yeah, I would love to be a fly on the wall when your brothers come in, especially Chris Rock, who is he's just loud, he's out there, he is just as unfiltered as you. Like, what kind of dating advice do you get from Chris Rock?
Stay away from white girls.
We love it.
Sorry, now I got to issue an apology to white people. Sorry, white people.
Listen,
sorry. Sorry, white people.
We love you. We love your honesty. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you stopping by to deliver that message with us on the Buzz Live on Hello Beautiful.
I didn't stop by. Y'all made me come in here and do this.
Why? Look, come on now. Hold on. Where's the script?
There's 8 people behind that camera watching me right now. And you will never see another episode of The Game of Dating if I don't say this correctly. So,
well, I think you got
Game of Dating, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. TV One.
I think you got
the
that
best
right.
Game show, reality show ever
best
created.
Plug right there. Thank you guys. Keep it going.
Shout out
in the
to
comment
Brooklyn.
section.
Brooklyn.
Staten Island. That's where I'm from.
Brooklyn.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Check it out. Tuesdays 8 TV1.
If you could pick an all-star celebrity watcher group, I would pick Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, and